Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to our parents and the new students. Welcome to the end session of Viewpoints. End po dahil napakadami na nating session. This is our online meeting for our new students and parents, and I'm happy to welcome you all here at Malayan Colleges, Laguna, Amapua School. I am Professor James Ronald Messina. I head the admissions office and the registrar's office. And welcome to our 68 participants. Nasa 100 po yung expected natin ngayon. So para po dun sa papasok pa lang sa ating session, please join us. You can also share the link so that they can join our discussion. So welcome also to those who have been suki of Viewpoints since May 16. So baka po yung ilan sa inyo ay naka-attend na ng mga naunang session ng Viewpoints. Medyo iba po yung session natin ngayon because we'll be focusing on updates on enrollment procedures. So yung mga noon nating sessions, basically we're talking about education in the new normal. But for our session today, will be more specific with our enrollment procedures. And I do understand that we have a lot of applicants already who are very excited to enroll here at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. So, para po tayo ay mag-guide at ma-assist sa ating enrollment procedures, ito po yung session na dinesign namin for our new enrollees. Kaya kung meron po kayong tanong on the enrollment procedures, open admissions, paano ba mag-upload ng mga requirements, paano ba makukuha yung mga templates, masasagot po yan sa session natin this morning. Kung meron pa rin po mga tanong about credentials, about online application, please feel free to raise these concerns as we will be answering those to guide our applicants in the process. So, pasensya na din po if we have to do the enrollment procedures remotely because as part of the general community quarantine, all offices at Malayan Colleges, Laguna are still closed at the moment. So, bagamat gusto po namin kayong tanggapin dito so that we can have a chat and we can help you be familiar with the enrollment procedures. Sarado po yung aming mga opisina ngayon because of the GCQ. Hindi po pwedeng mag-congregate yung mga tao. So, yung mga transactions po ng registrar's office, ng admissions office ay ginagawa remotely. But that is also to assure our stakeholders, our parents, and our incoming students that all the academic services are intact at nagagawa po yan ng Malayan Colleges, Laguna. So we have 79 participants now. This is awesome. Thank you very much for joining us. So quick lang po before I turn you over to one of our enrollment advisors. Meron po tayong close to 400 students already who have been accessing Blackboard Learn. So ibig sabihin po, nabigyan na sila ng student number and they can start sending their documents, their enrollment credentials via the Blackboard Learn. Unfortunately po, meron na medyo naliligaw pa sa Blackboard Learn. So this viewpoint session will actually offer a run-through of Blackboard Learn, specifically the enrollment management system. So stay tuned po para maging updated kayo sa mga requirements. So we are in open admissions, which means wala na po tayong entrance examination. So hanggang kahapon po, we have been receiving inquiries about the entrance examination, about the admissions exam. So let me clarify it as early as now that the admissions exam will no longer be required for our new senior high school and college students to enroll here at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. So alam po namin na iba po yung sitwasyon ngayon. We cannot have the sit-down admissions exam at the moment because of the existing community quarantine standards. Kaya po we are waiving the admissions exam for academic year 2020-2021. 2021. Ayan. So, keep sending your questions so that we can reply to your concerns. And I would like to remind again that the Viewpoints is the online meeting for new students and parents. While we would like to welcome also our old students and their parents, meron na po tayong nagawang stakeholders forum. Last week, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we already had a series of talks to the parents of our current students about the updates on the current third term. So baka may mga naliligaw po dito na parents ng old students, welcome pa rin naman po kayo na umattend. Ayan. So, kung meron po kayong questions again, please feel free to type in your questions. And if you want to voice over your question, we will allow you to have a microphone access. So meron tayong concern here from a parent. My daughter is currently taking up chemical engineering. It's my first time to join the Viewpoint sessions. My main concern is the laboratory classes as a food technologist. I am fully aware that laboratory should be hands-on to learn. How will you go about this matter? Ayan. So number one po, we share the same sentiment about the importance of practical learning, specifically for technical courses or technical programs like chemical engineering. Hindi po namin yan dinidiscount, hindi po namin yan minimenos, na importante po yung laboratory sessions. And I hope the parents and our participants will understand that Malayan Colleges Laguna is very much ready to deliver the laboratory sessions. It's such that we are flagged by the government because of the ECQ at that time. Actually, hanggang ngayon po, under the ECQ, we are not allowed to hold classes. Kaya po, during the stakeholders forum and in the guidelines that was released last April, it was made clear that we will be conducting classes once we are allowed to open up in August. Kung papayagan po tayo sa August, babalikan po natin yung mga laboratory courses na yan. Dahil tama po kayo, hindi natin pwedeng i-discount yan at hindi po natin pwedeng kalimutan yung importansya ng practical laboratory exercises. So, definitely po, hindi po kayo mamimenos dyan sa bagay na yan. Ang problema lang po natin ay hindi tayo pwedeng mag-conduct ng classes sa ngayon. Kaya po, it was very clear on the statement of our President, Dr. Reynaldo Bibea, that we are adapting can pass, cannot fail for this term. And the students who cannot join the online classes and would still prefer to attend the classes on the first term, pwede po siyang mag-IP o yung tinatawag na in-progress grade. So, ibig sabihin po niyan, continued po yung kanyang classes. Pag pwede nang mag-face-to-face classes, pwede po siyang makipag-coordinate sa kanyang program chair para maisaayos po yung laboratory sessions na gagamitin sa kanila. So definitely po, wala na pong bayad yon because that's part of our bridging for the students. Wala naman pong may kagustuhan itong pandemic na ito. Pero yun po ang hinihingi namin na cooperation from the parents. Please tell your children to talk to their program chairs so that we can make arrangements for that. Pangalawa po, siguro po ay first year or second year pa lang po yung inyong daughter. Tama po ba, daughter? So, meron pa po siyang second year, third year, fourth year. Hopefully, wala na po tayong pandemic noon. Na pwede siyang, pwedeng mag-conduct ng laboratory experiment. So, kahit nalampasan na itong mga sitwasyon na ito, nalampasan na itong mga courses na ito, I'm sure our faculty members will be willing to address concerns ng mga naunang laboratory exercises because that is very much important. Ayan. Hindi po namin yan sinasabi na meron pong substitute doon as of the moment. So, yung mga performance po ng ating mga graduates sa board exam, yung mataas pong employability rate nila sa mga kumpanya ngayon, yan po ay utang natin sa faculty members na nag-design ng learning program na effective to nurture our students. And yung laboratory courses po, kagaya po ng sinabi ninyo, pagdating po sa industriya, yan po ang hahanapin sa kanila. Yung competency and skills na natutunan nila sa laboratory. Yung disiplina, yung safety, standards na pina-observe sa kanila sa laboratory, lahat po yan ay gagamitin nila sa industry. Kaya hindi po tayo papayag na yan po ay malampasan sa mga susunod na semester. Kaya po yung po ang assurance on the part of Malayan Colleges Laguna that we will be finding ways to go back to those competencies so that we can retool our students. Ayan po. So thank you very much po, Ms. Donna, for raising that concern so that I was able to address that properly with our participants then. So does it mean yung subjects na may laboratory, mauuna po yung lecture sessions? Ayan po. Yan po yung sinasabi ko kahapon sa management team ng Malayan Colleges Laguna. Sabi ko, nung high school tayo, binigyan na tayo ng napakagandang model on how we can actually be pandemic resilient, if I may use the term, for lack of better term. Nung first year po tayo, nung high school, lahat naman ng courses natin, lectures. Nagkaroon lang tayo ng laboratory nung biology, second year, third year, chemistry, fourth year, physics. So yung concepts ng general science, tinuro po yon sa first year. Meron mga laboratory, normally, kinokonduct yon sa mga open spaces ng school, sa loob ng classroom, magpapainit tayo ng sugar sa burner, yung mga ganun simple lang po ng mga laboratory activities. So sabi ko, that's a good model that we can adapt at present. Why can't we redesign the curriculum so that we can offer the lecture courses muna dahil hindi pa tayo pinapayagan ng gobyerno for residential and face-to-face classes. The lecture classes can definitely be fully online. And once we are permitted to do the residential or the face-to-face classes, then that's the time that we can offer the laboratory courses. Ayan. So, ganyan po ka-flexible. Lahat naman ngayon, ang sinasabi, flexibility. That's how flexible our curriculum here at Malayan Colleges Laguna. And we can assure you that we are doing everything that we can to adjust to the current situation so that the learning experience will not be discounted from the view of the parents and from the end also of the students. Ayan. So tama po kayo. We are considering na mauna muna yung mga lecture sessions so that later yung ating mga laboratory courses, pag pinayagan na tayo ng gobyernong i-conduct, mas maganda yung experience dahil yung mga learning ng lecture na nauna na. Ang tawag dyan sa education, if I use the term, is scaffolding, which we may adapt also, yung scaffolding halimbawa sa construction, di ba patong-patong po siya. So yung first layer ng patong, ito yung lecture courses. These are the knowledge and competencies. Ito yung pinakaunang layer na pwedeng ilagak dahil hindi tayo pwedeng mag-conduct ng laboratory. Then later on, pag pwede na, ipapatong natin yung next layer, siguro yung mga simple laboratory courses, hanggang sa ay maging higher level yung laboratory courses. Yan. So again, flexibility po. And that's something that I can assure the parents and our stakeholders that we will do everything to calibrate the curriculum, our courses, so that we can deliver the expected outcomes of our learning program to our students. Sabi ko nga po, tama po yung tanong ni Ms. Donna, that our thinking is really beyond the first semester or the first year of college. Ang thinking natin dapat, paano pag graduate yung anak ko, baka mamaya hilaw. Pag graduate yung anak ko, baka kulang. So yun naman po ang watch ng school to make it a point that this hilaw concept will be toned down, will be minimized, or if possible, talagang tanggalin siya, maging out of the picture siya, so that when we turn over the diploma to your children, we can competently say that they are equipped with the needed with the required knowledge, skills, and attitude as they embark in industry practice. Ayan. So thank you very much po, Ms. Donna, for raising the concern. Welcome po. You are most welcome to raise questions. We will be happy to attend to your concerns. Ayan. So, pasadahan ko lang po dahil baka matabunan yung mga questions na nandito. As a transferee, when can I receive a Blackboard Learn username? Again, yung ating pong enrollment system in place ngayon is for new students. So, for transferee, our admissions team will be dropping here. Ako na magta-type. Ayan. admissions@mcl.edu.ph. So, ayun po. For transferees, please email us. Yan. Yan. So, for transferees, please email us at admissions.edu.ph. Ayan. Para mag-guide po namin kayo sa process. So, yung application po for transferees, that is open now. Open po yan. Pero hindi na po kayo dadaan muna dun sa Blackboard Learn kasi baka maligaw kayo dun sa proseso. Take note yung transferees, may nagaganap na crediting of courses yan from the previous school. Walang ganun yung new students. Kaya po para mag-guide namin kayo sa proseso, email us at admissions@mcl.edu.ph. We also have another, or rather one schedule for transferees to enroll, and that is July 15 onwards. So ngayon po ang inuuna natin yung fresh na students for grade 11 and college. So yung mga transferees po na may prior college or senior high school experience, July 15 po kayo mag-enroll. Pero before July 15, as early as now, please email us at admissions@mcl.edu.ph. It's already flashing the screen, including our contact numbers. As said, our office is closed. Please contact us through our mobile phones, Smart and Globe, and through email. Ayan. So meron po tayo mga concerns dito which we are going to address one by one. In the previous Viewpoint session, you mentioned about the scholarship exam. Any more information about this? When is the schedule and how can we apply? The additional information po that you may want to know is already in the guidelines. We will be posting here the link to the guidelines about all the scholarships. Para po hindi tayo ma-information overload, pasuyo na lang po pabasa sa guidelines. Pero about the schedule and the procedure for application, hiwalay pong update po yon, hiwalay pong advisory yon, dahil hinihintay pa po natin yung resulta ng lifting ng ECQ at GCQ. Take note, ang atin pong GCQ ay hanggang June 15 lang. So hopefully, pag nagtuloy-tuloy po ito, and we will be allowed to accept visitors at Malayan Colleges Laguna on the 3rd week of July, we can already schedule the face-to-face scholarship examination for those who would like to apply for our different scholarship programs. Ayan. So, thank you very much for those questions. So, for our parents and our new students, we want all of you to access Blackboard Learn already. Why? Because once, you're welcome po, Sir Jeg Murillo. Ayan, welcome po and thank you for joining. So, gusto po namin yung mga applicants ay makapasok na sa Blackboard Learn. Bakit? Pagpasok nyo po sa Blackboard Learn, meron na kayong naka-assign na enrollment advisor to guide you in the enrollment process. Kaya importante po na makalagin na kayo sa Blackboard Learn. And importante rin na makilala na ninyo yung enrollment advisor so that you will be guided in submitting documents, for payment instructions, and if ever you have questions, our enrollment advisors will be ready to attend to your concerns. So this morning, we have one of our enrollment advisors to give us a briefing and walk through a Blackboard Learn. specifically on the enrollment management system para yung ating pong mga parents and yung mga students na nag-apply ay mag-guide kung paano mag-submit ng documents. Ayan. So stay tuned po. If you have questions, I'm sure you have a lot of questions. After the walkthrough, i-click nyo lang po yung raise hand and be ready with your microphone so that we can hear you. Pwede po kayo mag-broadcast ng tanong ninyo at i-demo po ng enrollment advisor ang steps kung paano po ma-access at makakapagpasa ng documents. Ayan. So thank you very much again for joining us. And I will now turn you over to Ms. Syra, one of our enrollment advisors. And later po, I will join in the open forum.
And so thank you very much, Sir James. So good morning, parents and students. So welcome to Viewpoints. So para naman po maintindihan ninyo kung paano isasubmit yung requirements and saan makikita yung mga isasubmit na requirements. So ito naman po, i-guide ko po kayo yung step-by-step procedure kung paano nyo po isasubmit yung requirement. So most of the questions po dito, how do we access Blackboard Learn? So, i-run through ko lang po yung application natin. So, first is the online application. So, once na makapag-submit na po kayo ng application, magkakaroon po kayo ng authentication code. Yung authentication code po, i-email po yon sa ginamit nyo ng email address. So, once done na kayo sa online application, ang step 2 po natin ay pre-enrollment survey. So sa pre-enrollment survey po, wala po kayong kailangan antayin na feedback from us. So i-email lang po namin sa inyo yung personal information sheet once available. Pero hindi po kami nagko-commit ng ilang days para maka-receive ng feedback from us. So ang iaantayin nyo lang po ay authentication code. So yung authentication code na po yun po yung gagamitin ninyo para ma-view ninyo yung credentials. So, yung credentials po natin ay makikita sa website ni MCL. Yan. So, pakita ko po sa inyo kung paano ninyo i-view yung credentials. So, again, ang gagamitin nyo lang po dito or yung kakailanganin nyo ay yung authentication code na isa-send sa email ninyo. Yan. So, open po natin yung website ni MCL for the credentials. And then, click on the Admissions tab. And then, sa online admission po. So, kung paano po kayo nag-apply online, nag-submit ng application, doon nyo din po i-check yung credentials ninyo. So, i-click nyo lang po yung online admission. Tapos, madirect kayo sa page na hihingian po kayo ng authentication code. So, once na ma-input nyo na po yung authentication code ninyo, i-click nyo lang po yung view credentials. So, ano po bang laman ng credentials natin? So, yung ilalagay po doon yung BBL credentials ninyo, which is yung student number and then yung default password, and then yung 1MCL credentials. So, para po dun sa mga new students na nagtatanong bakit hindi nila na-access yung 1MCL nila, so, hindi pa po activated yung 1MCL accounts ninyo. So, ngayon po magpo-focus po muna tayo sa Blackboard Learn accounts ninyo para sa submission ng requirements. Hindi po natin kakailanganin yung 1MCL account para sa pagpapasa ng Blackboard ng requirements sa Blackboard Learn account ninyo. So, once na makuha nyo na yung credentials ninyo, i-visit na yung learning management system ni MCL, which is MCL's Blackboard Learn. So, visit nyo lang po mcl.blackboard.com. And then, magla-login po tayo kay MCL Blackboard using our own accounts, student number, and yung default password na ibinigay sa atin. So, once na makapasok na kayo kay MCL Blackboard, pwede nyo na pong i-change password. So again po, yung credentials po ay manggagaling sa MCL website para po maka-access kayo kay Blackboard Learn. Yan. So once na makapag-sign in po tayo, ang magiging view po ng Blackboard natin ay yung institution page. And then para po makapag-change tayo ng password, i-click lang po natin yung name natin. And then sa basic information po, change password. And so input nyo lang po yung old password ninyo and then kung ano po yung gusto nyong bagong password. So for the submission ng requirements naman po, makikita po yung list ng requirements and kung paano siya isasubmit sa courses. So lahat po ng applicants na mabibigyan ng access for Blackboard Learn, meron po silang courses na Enrollment Management System. Yung Enrollment Management System po, yung sectioning po namin ay hindi po nag-base kung ano yung program ng bata. So depende po yun sa enrollment advisor or sa admissions team kung saan nila ilalagay na section yung mga applicant. So for this case po, nasa EMS 02 po siya. So enrollment management system pa rin naman po. So i-click lang po natin kung yung enrollment management system. So sa enrollment management system po natin, sa course content, makikita po natin yung all about MCL, guidelines and advisories, tsaka po yung enrollment requirements na isasubmit natin. So click lang po natin yung enrollment requirements. And then dito nyo na po makikita yung list ng documents na kailangan ninyong isubmit. So kailangan po bang isubmit yung lahat ng documents na nakalista? Since may pandemic po ngayon, hindi po natin alam kung kailan i-release yung report card or yung good moral ng mga bata. So, we are in open admission po, relaxed documentary requirements. Ipaprocess po natin yung enrollment ng applicants kahit walang report card and good moral certificate. As long as makapagpasa po kayo ng mga agreement forms natin or yung pre-enrollment forms na statement of compliance, fraternity waiver form, affidavit of undertaking, and then parents' valid ID. So, kung paano po isasubmit yung requirements, ito po i-run through po natin yung submission ng requirements. So, first po muna tayo sa statement of compliance. Upon clicking po kay statement of compliance, makikita nyo po yung number of attempts. So, unlimited po. Kahit ilang documents or kahit ilang try nyo po i-send yung documents. Pero mas maganda po kung once lang. Sundin po natin yung guidelines or yung requirement ng pagpapasa ng documents. So, maximum points po na pwedeng makuha ng pag-submit ng requirements ay 2 points. Ibig sabihin po nun, accepted po yung document, no need for resubmission. Kapag 1 point naman po, mag-feedback po yung enrollment advisor kung ano po yung kulang or yung mali sa document para ma-resubmit nyo po. For the submission ng requirement, i-click po natin yung view assessment. Pag na-click na po natin yung view assignment, makikita nyo po yung assignment content. So, nandun po yung instruction kung paano nyo i-save yung file. Yung mga questions nyo po, nasan po makikita yung enrollment forms such as statement of compliance, affidavit of undertaking, and statement of compliance, affidavit of undertaking, makikita nyo po yan sa mismong title ng assignment section. So, nasa content na po siya. So, i-download nyo lang po yung template. So, once na ma-download nyo po yung template, i-fill in nyo lang po yung hinihingi ng form, like yung complete name, and then yung complete name po ng parent or ng signatory ng form. So, once na na-fill out nyo na po yung file, isi-save nyo na po siya and i-rename. So, ang format po natin for renaming the file is student number _ name of the document. So for this case po, student number underscore statement of compliance. So after nyo pong ma-save na yung file, i-upload na po natin sa assignment section. So babalik po kayo sa assignment section. So may mga questions pa rin po dito na saan po makukuha yung username and password. So again po, ang credentials po ay makukuha natin sa MCL's website. Kakailanganin lang po natin yung authentication code. Kung wala po kayong authentication code na na-receive from your application, pwede nyo pong i-email si helpdesk@mcl.edu.ph. So, pwede po namin i-message dito yung link para po, yung email address para po masendan sila. So, for the statement of compliance po, once okay na yung document natin, so i-click lang po natin yung icon for uploading ng file. Yan. So, kapag okay na po yung file, isa-submit na po natin. Yeah. So, ganun po yung procedure ng pagsasubmit natin. Ida-download po natin yung template and then i-edit yung file and then upload po ulit.
Saira?
Yes po, sir.
So we have some concerns here about 1MCL. So I just want to remind our students and parents na in submitting documents, hindi pa po natin kailangan yung 1MCL. So, para po hindi tayo ganito, let us concentrate muna on Blackboard Learn. And later on po, kapag enrolled na kayo, doon yung mga gagamit yung 1MCL. So, para po dun sa may mga nag-raise ng concerns about 1MCL, huwag na po natin i-log in yung 1MCL. Kaya lang namin binigay sa inyo yung mga credentials for 1MCL para isahang send na lang sa inyo yung Blackboard Learn and 1MCL login. But then again, for the online submission of documents, we will not be needing 1MCL. Okay? So let us concentrate on the use of Blackboard Learn. Also, there are some concerns here about submission of official receipt. Ayan. Yung official receipt po, alagay lang po doon as an assignment. Pero tama po kayo, wala po kayong receive na payment instructions because to be transparent with our parents and students, we are still in the process of verifying and validating the documents that you submitted. So, kaya po tayo nagkakaroon ngayon ng viewpoint session para ma-share sa inyo, ma-discuss sa inyo yung mga common errors na nakakapagpatagal sa amin to verify the documents. Halimbawa, meron na po tayong template na nabigay, pero yung ibang mga students, ina-attach yung mga IDs at saka yung mga needed documents as is. So, hindi po namin natatanggap siya. Ini-email po namin or kino-course message pa namin uli yung estudyante para sabihin na gamitin yung template. So, kaya po tayo may viewpoint session ngayon para meron tayong ma-clarify natin yung mga concerns, the documentation and the templates that we submitted through BBL. Kagaya ng isa concern dito, I encountered one problem with Microsoft Word. Yan. Parang mga 3 cases na po yan. Ang dumadating daw sa kanila na template ay blank. So, upon checking naman po, nirestart lang yung computer o lumipat lang ng computer yung isa, na-access na niya yung tamang template. Ayan. So, pasensya na po kami mga ganon, pero minsan po nasa computer po na ginagamit nyo yung problem, pakitry na lang po para magamit natin yung template at makatuloy tayo doon sa process. So, linawin ko lang po, wala pa po tayong inaasahan na official receipt submission as of the moment because we have not given payment instructions yet. So, you will receive a course message once we have validated the documents. Parang ngayon, meron na kaming nakapila na 60 out of 100 po yan, 60 pa lang yung cleared na yung mga documents even though incomplete, pero pwede na namin ipa-enroll. Siguro po hanggang Monday or Tuesday, masasend na namin kayo ng notification. So, pahintay lang po sa course message. Ayan. So, thank you very much. You may continue, Syra.
And so may mga questions po dito kung if we did not use the template in submission of our required documents but the assessment grade is 2, are we going to resubmit the required documents? So if hindi nyo po nagamit yung template pero nag-reada na po kayo ng enrollment advisor ninyo na 2, it means accepted na po yung document na sinabit nyo. Either yung enrollment advisor nyo na po yung naglapat or naglagay ng document ninyo dun sa template. So no need to worry po. Once na mag-reada na kayo ng 2 ng advisor ninyo, accepted na po yung document na sinabit ninyo. Next question, I submitted my application since May 21. Is my account terminated? I didn't notice po kasi that meron na pala akong access sa BBL. I waited na may mag-email sa akin for the credentials. So yung submission po ng requirements ninyo, mag-wait lang po tayo na ma-validate ng enrollment advisor. So para po malaman natin kung na-receive or nag-reada na po ni advisor yung submitted na requirements natin, pwede po natin i-check sa gradebook ng BBL. Ipakita ko po kung paano ninyo i-check up after submission ng requirements, saan ko po i-check yung grades na ibibigay ng enrollment advisor. So, sa upper portion po, upper right portion ng BBL, so makikita nyo po yung gradebook. I-click lang po natin yung gradebook. And then, naka-list down po doon lahat ng documents na kailangan ninyong i-submit. Yan. So, makikita nyo po yung grade and yung feedback or yung remarks ng enrollment advisor kung ano po yung kailangan ninyong magbaguhin dun sa document na sinabit ninyo if ever na 1 point lang po yung ma-receive ninyo. So, once 2 points na po lahat, wait na lang po kayo ng message from your enrollment advisor for your generated schedule and assessment. So if ever may mga concerns po kayo sa pagsasubmit ng requirements, pwede nyo pong gamitin yung BBL's course message para makipag-communicate sa instructor or sa enrollment advisors ninyo. So i-click nyo lang po yung add a new message or yung plus button. And then sa recipients po yung name ng enrollment advisor ninyo. And then input nyo lang po yung concern ninyo and then click send. Yan. So may mga questions kayo or may mga instructions po si enrollment advisor, time to time po dapat sine-check ninyo yung course message ninyo. After submitting all requirements for the enrollment, how and when will we know our class schedule? So again po, after submission ng requirements, ang next step po natin, mag-wait na lang po tayo na isend sa atin ng enrollment advisor yung generated schedule and assessment and also yung payment instructions po, which will be communicated through BBL's course message.
Meron tayong concern dito about my son is the one managing the submission of documents. Then I paid 40% at RCBC as instructed. Kung hindi mo ako nagkakamali, wala pa po kami binibigyan ng payment instruction. So, pa-clarify lang po kung ito ay new student. Because today po, we have not given any instruction to pay. Ayan. Yung question po, how would I know if my son is already enrolled? Ayan, doon nyo po makikita yung, dito yung magagamit yung 1MCL. Because once you check 1MCL, lalabas na doon yung schedule, at saka yung binayaran po niya sa enrollment. So technically po, once the enrollment charges are already paid, that's the indicator that the student is officially enrolled. For those asking about the class schedule, yung senior high school po natin, meron po kayong lalabas na schedule sa Generated Schedule and Assessment, yung GSA na tinatawag. Pero ito po ay tentative dahil pinag-transition po natin yung senior high school into semestral. So, the commitment of the senior high school department for the schedule is sa August po bago magpasukan, we will be sending you the class schedule for senior high school. Pero yung college po natin, once they are enrolled and they get the copy of the GSA, that is their class schedule already for college. Ayan. Thank you.
Next question po, how do I view and change the program course that I want to enroll? So for the changing po ng program, pwede niyo pong i-email si admissions@mcl.edu.ph or kung enrolled na po kayo kay BBL, pwede ninyong i-message or i-course message yung enrollment advisor ninyo para ma-change yung program ninyo. So next question po, whenever I tried to log in into Blackboard Learn, it was deemed incorrect. So pwede niyo po kaming i-email at admissions@mc.edu.ph para po ma-check namin yung account na ginagamit ninyo. Pwede namin ma-check kung enrolled na po ba sa enrollment management system yung student number ninyo. So next question, after po makuha yung authentication code, anong next step po? So next step po, after 3 to 5 working days, you may check po ulit yung MCL website para makita yung credentials ninyo. So yung authentication code po gagamitin po ninyo para view yung credentials or yung accounts ninyo para ma-open si Blackboard Learn. Para makapag-submit po kayo ng requirements. Ayan. So i-continue po natin yung submission ng requirements through BBL. So if ever may mga questions pa po kayo kung sa pagsasubmit ng requirements, kung may mga na-encounter po kayo na error, input nyo lang po yung questions ninyo. For the submission naman po ng documents for birth certificate, valid IDs, report card, so may mga template po tayo na i-download. So for example, for birth certificate po, again, view assessment lang po, tapos download the template. And then once na ma-download nyo na po yung template, i-open lang po yung file and then i-paste nyo po yung document. So ganito po yung itsura ng isa-submit ninyong birth certificate. So once okay na po, save yung file, rename ng student number _ birth certificate, and then i-upload nyo na po dun sa assignment section.
Okay, Syra.
Yes po.
Ayan, comment lang po for the parents and our students. So nakita niyo naman po itong sample ng birth certificate. Balik natin. While this is already acceptable, gusto ko lang pong i-comment na pwede natin itong i-improve. So number one, we are not requiring scanned. Kaya po tinakpan yung mga pangalan for data privacy po. Ayan. So, pwede po natin itong ma-improve. Ano po ang ibig kong sabihin? We are not requiring students to submit a scan, yung ginamit ng document scanner, yung birth certificate or documents for submission. Obviously, pwede naman po na pinicturan lang using the mobile phone. However, to improve this, I would like to suggest, meron po tayong mga free apps sa cellphone, kagaya ng Office, Scan PDF, may mga ganun pong app. You may want to download those apps and use that in taking photos of the documents para po mas malinaw pagdating sa amin at para din po sa scan yung quality. Take note that everything that you will submit to us will be part of the student record of the applicant. So, during the stay po niya dito, yan yung magiging record namin. So, kapag ka malabo po yung mga personal information na naibigay because of the submission of the documents na hindi klaro yung pagka-scan o pagka-picture, medyo mahirap po. So, we encourage that while we are using mobile phones, please download free apps like Office Lens, etc. para klaro po yung pagkakascan ng mga documents. So, hindi ko po sinasabing hindi ito acceptable. Sinasabi ko lang po ay pwede nating ma-improve itong submission na ito. Ayan. So, meron po question dito about college graduating student this July 2020. Again po, nagkaroon po tayo ng stakeholders forum, meeting with parents last Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And in-announce na po doon na wala pong graduation ceremony ang senior high school at college for this year dahil banned po ng government ang group activities. So we are having 700 college graduates and 900 to 1,000 senior high school graduates. So, sundin po natin yung guidelines ng IATF na 10 participants lang per group o kahit sa 50, and that would require us to have at least 50 graduation sessions. So, medyo hindi po kaya. That's why the management decided to forego the graduation ceremonies this year. Discuss ko yan ng stakeholders forum. However, wala naman namin ang pamalang picture yung bata at wala naman ng experience na sumama sa graduation sa PICC. So those graduating students for this batch 2020 will be invited to the next graduation ceremony once napayagan na po tayo sa July 2021. So doon po sila mag-join sa July 2021 graduation ceremony, pero ito po ay optional para sa kanila. Yeah. So I hope I was able to answer the concern.
Sir James?
So continue po with the issues with the documents. Meron bang question na need kong sagutan?
Sir, we have question po dito. Hindi po ba matatanggap ang foreign birth certificate na hindi pa po authenticated?
Ayan, ang magkakaproblema po kasi tayo dyan later, pagka-graduate na po yung bata, hinihingi po yan sa pag-a-apply ng special order. So pag wala pong annotation yan, binabalikan po ang school bakit tinanggap na hindi dumaan din sa proseso for foreign students. So ang suggestion ko po is, ipa-authenticate na po yan para po maging acceptable na po yan. Kung yung bata po may Filipino passport, pwede din po namin i-accept yan as a substitute to the birth certificate.
Next question, sir. Is there a charge for requesting a change on the SHS track in one MCL profile? We were charged a total of 100 pesos.
What's that again?
Charge for changing program po, sir. Kung babayaran na po nila.
Wala pong bayad ang change of program. Okay, baka po na system generate po yan. We will review po the system. Kung nagkaroon po ng auto-charging, pero yung change of strand or change of program, wala po yung bayad. Meron po nagko-comment sa fix ng audio. Ito po ba ay isolated lang? Isa lang po ang nagkaka-problem kasi parang isa lang po ang nag-raise about the audio. Yan. Other concerns, Ms. Sarah?
Okay naman na po, sir. Bali, tuition fee po, sir.
Tuition fee po, depende po yan sa program. So please email us at admissions@mcl.edu.ph so that we can give you the tuition fee table po. Pero kung gusto niyo po ng mas mabilis, i-text niyo po yung mga number na yan na naka-flash. I-text or tawagan so that we can discuss to you the details of the tuition fee. Okay, so yan po, we have Smart and Globe. Paki-text po yan or pakitawagan. Pag tinext nyo po yan, kami ang tatawag so that we can discuss the details of the tuition fee. Okay, so mas mabilis po kung iti-text nyo or tawag. Thank you very much for confirming that audio is good po. Thank you. Bana pa po tayo concern so that we can address them now.
And so, to answer naman po yung question, what if nakapasa na po ako ng application form with grades before and have a MCL entrance exam permit, gagawa po ba ulit ako ng new application? So, meron po tayong tatlong case ng kung magpapasa ba kayo ng online application. So, first, kung nakapag-exam ka na, nakapag-submit ng online application, no need for resubmission ng online application. So magpo-proceed ka na sa pre-enrollment survey and pagpapasa ng requirements. So kung nakapag-apply ka naman, nakapag-submit ng online application and hindi nakapag-take ng entrance exam dahil sa pandemic, yan. So magpo-proceed pa rin tayo sa step 2 and then mag-fill out ng pre-enrollment survey form. So kung totally hindi ka pa nakapag-send ng application through online, yun yung kailangan na mag-submit ka pa ng application. Pero kung nakapag-try ka na before, no need for resubmission ng application. Yan. So, para naman po dun sa mga questions kung saan makikita yung list ng requirements. So, available po yung list ng requirements sa MCL's website. And also, kung na-access nyo na po si Blackboard Learn, makikita nyo din po doon lahat ng documents na kailangan ninyong isubmit. Yan. So, balik po tayo dun sa Blackboard Learn. Sa course content po, again, makikita po yung list ng requirements na kailangan ninyong isubmit. So, statement of compliance, affidavit of undertaking, fraternity waiver form, birth certificate, valid IDs of the parents, school ID of the applicant, grade 10, or grade 12 report card, certificate of good moral character, and 1.5 by 1.5 ID photo. So yung question po kung kailangan po bang isubmit lahat ng requirements bago makapag-proceed sa enrollment. So hindi po. We are on open admission, relaxed documentary requirements. So kahit po wala yung report card or good moral certificate, ipaprocess po natin yung enrollment ninyo as long as mai-submit nyo po yung mga agreement forms natin or yung pre-enrollment form, na statement of compliance, fraternity waiver form, affidavit of undertaking, and then valid IDs of parents. Yung valid IDs of parents po, since kung mapapansin nyo yung mga forms po natin ay kakailanganin po ng signature. So in the absence po ng physical signatures, yung valid IDs po ang magre-represent na nag-agree po kayo dun sa agreement form natin or dun sa pre-enrollment forms. Yan. So again, i-run through po ulit natin yung kung paano magsasubmit ng requirements. So for the valid IDs of parent, i-click po natin yung document. And then view assessment. And then the download po natin yung template. And then open po natin yung template and then paste po natin yung picture or yung scan copy po nung valid IDs ng parent natin. So again po, for submission ng valid IDs, nire-require po namin na front and back copy po yung isubmit natin. So once okay na yung document, i-save ulit natin yung file and then i-rename sa format na student number underscore valid ID. And then once okay na po yung document, i-upload na po ulit natin dun sa assignment section. So again, ganun lang po yung pagsasubmit ng requirements, download the template, edit the file, or paste the document na kailangan, and then upload po natin sa assignment section. So once okay na po, na-submit nyo na po lahat ng requirements, ang next step po natin ay i-wait po natin na ma-validate ng enrollment advisor natin yung document na na-submit natin. So paano po, again, paano po natin malalaman kung na-validate na ng enrollment advisors yung mga document na na-submit natin? So i-check po natin yung gradebook. Yung gradebook po ay makikita sa upper right part ng enrollment management system. And then dito nyo po mamomonitor yung grades na ibibigay sa inyo ng enrollment advisor. 2 points kapag accepted na yung document, 1 point kung may kailangan baguhin dun sa document na sinubmit ninyo. Magbibigay po ng feedback ang enrollment advisor kung ano pong dapat baguhin dun sa document. So once okay na, nag-grade na kayo lahat ng points, ang next instruction po namin ay ibibigay through course message. So from time to time, pwede nyo pong i-monitor yung course message ninyo kung may instructor, kung may advice po yung instructor nyo sa inyo. Yan. So kung may questions pa po kayo, clarification on submission ng documents kay Blackboard Learn, i-type nyo lang po yung questions ninyo para ma-address po natin. Question, gaano katagal maka-receive ng feedback kapag na-submit na ang required documents? So normally po, 3 to 5 working days po yung checking or yung validation ng na-submit nyo na requirements. Can you repeat where to see course grades? So again po, sa gradebook po sa upper right part ng enrollment management system, doon nyo po makikita si gradebook. So when's the deadline of submission for the requirements? So ang ibinigay po namin na deadline ng requirements enrollment management system is on June 30. Pero po, napansin lang po natin na marami na pong students na naka-enrolled sa enrollment management system and allowed sila magpasa ng requirements. However, yung iba po ay hindi pa po sila nagsasubmit ng requirements kahit nakapag-login na sila kay Blackboard. So starting on June 8 po, i-clean up na po yung list namin ng enrolled for the enrollment management system. And then tatanggalin na po natin yung mga wala pang attempt or hindi pa nakakapag-submit ng requirements. Again, kapag may access na po kay Blackboard Learn, until June 8 po, kailangan makapagpasa kayo ng document.
Ayan, so 1 week na daw nagpasa ng documents, wala pang feedback. Ayan po yung sinasabi ko kanina, that we are still verifying the documents. So please be patient po to wait for our feedback. So hopefully po within next week, mabibigyan na namin kayo ng feedback on the documents that you have submitted. Start of classes for grade 11 is August 17. Okay, August 17 po yung ating start of classes for senior high school and college. Where can you repeat where to see the course grades? Again po, do not be distracted by the scores that we are putting in Blackboard Learn for your submission of documents. Because definitely po yun ay for our monitoring purposes. Ibig sabihin, pagka nakikita namin sa Blackboard Learn na yung score nyo ay na-meet na, ibig sabihin, pwede na kayong magpasa ng, or rather, pwede na kayong magbayad ng enrollment dues. So, yun po. Kaya may point system. Yung sabi kanina ni Ms. Syra na ganitong point kapag ka okay yung submission, pag zero, wala pa. Kapag ka kalahati lang yung score, ibig sabihin, incomplete o kailangan ipag-submit. Then again, that's for monitoring purposes po. So please don't be distracted with the scores that we are putting in sa blackboard. Saan makakakuha ng student number? Yan. So please call po our numbers here kung gusto niyo ng mabilis na feedback so that we can give you the student number sa phone para mabilis. I-discourage po namin yung calls using the landline dahil wala pong sumasagot ngayon since offices are closed. We got 1/2 for report card because the original copy of report card was not yet is. Is it already considered for the application? Yes po, wala pong problema. Syra, please clarify bakit 1/2 daw yung grade.
Okay, sir, copy po.
Okay, so other concerns? Ano pa po ba tayong na-mix na questions dito? Who's monitoring the questions? Kay Hazel, pakicheck kung meron tayong nalampasan na questions. How can I pass my ID photo, white background, not able to pass it during the entrance exam? Again, it is blackboard. Mapapansin nyo rin po, kaya namin pinupush yung remote enrollment na to is we do not want to give you a reason to go out of your homes just to enroll at Malayan Colleges Laguna. Not that because just enrolling ay ibig sabihin downgrade natin yung importance. Kundi meron naman po kasi online channel, meron naman remote enrollment procedures in place. So, bigyan po natin ito ng chance, bigyan po natin ng try itong remote enrollment na ito. And para wala po tayong go out of our homes. Even po payments can be done via online. So if you have RCBC internet banking, you can do payments by bills, hindi po deposit. So yung mga nagtatanong po, what is the account number of Malayan Colleges Laguna so that we can deposit the payment? Hindi po. Ang dapat pong payment instruction namin for those who would like to pay by online internet banking or by bank transactions, RCBC, it should be through bills payment, not deposit. So pag pumunta po kay RCBC, ito po yung green na form, yung blue na deposit slip. It should be bills payment. The same also for Juana Luwilier and M. Luwilier. Now, if you want to pay by a credit card or debit card, basta meron pong Visa or MasterCard logo yung inyong card, you can pay us through the Pay Maya Gateway. Yan. So, yun po ang ating mga off-site payment channels. Okay. Is it possible to pay via GCash if you have the GCash card? Okay, so if you have the GCash card, meron po yung MasterCard logo, so you will be using the PayMaya gateway. Ngayon po, kung meron po yung GCash, baka gusto nyo na rin mag-open ng PayMaya account kasi pwede namang mag-transfer ng funds from GCash to PayMaya. Where can we get the password for the Blackboard Learn? I think that's a default password. Diba? Default password yan. So, change me. Tama ba?
Yes, change me.
Okay. Reminder lang for our students, once you have access the Blackboard Learn, please immediately change your password. Dahil default password yan to all, baka mamaya mag-random gamitin yung student number ninyo kung ano-anong ilagay din sa document submission ninyo. So we are reminding everyone to please change your password immediately after logging in at Blackboard. Again, our default password is change. Kaya yun yung default password para ma-remind kayo na palitan siya immediately. Again, offices are closed, so feel free to contact us via our mobile phones and via email admissions@mcl.edu.ph. Nasagot na ba natin ito? A good moral character and report card. Not yet available by June 30. Can we still proceed with enrollment and payment? Yes, Wilma? Definitely. Just contact us. By the way, nakalagay sa ating guidelines, kung wala pa kayong report card or good moral character, your enrollment at Malayan Colleges will be considered temporary. That is according to the Basic Education Enrollment Policy of the Department of Education issued in year 2018. There are some additional provisions about that basic education enrollment policy because of the pandemic, specifically for academic year 2020-2021. Kaka-release lang po yan last week of May. Pero yun din po ang sinasabi. You may be enrolled, you may be considered temporarily enrolled, provided that you submit the other documents, specifically the affidavit of undertaking. The only difference is that DepEd is extending the deadline until December. Again, I'm repeating, extended po ang deadline ng submission ng documents until December 2020, but again, you will be considered temporary enrolled. Ano po ang ibig sabihin yan for grade 11 and grade 12? Kung temporary enrolled po kayo, hindi namin kayo malalagay doon sa Learner Information System or LIS. Ang consequence po niyan, pag graduating na yung bata, magkakaproblema tayo sa special order for graduation. Kaya po ang payong kaibigan ko po sa lahat ng mga magulang, kung meron nila naman pong dokumento at wala naman po tayong rason para hindi maipasa, ipasa na po natin para wala po tayong maging problema sa processing later. How much ang payment ng tuition fee ng what is COO? College, paano namin malalaman kung magkano ang balance ng anak ko? Ito po ay new student kasi ang new student po ay wala pang balance. Di ba po? Pero kung kayo ay mag-enroll at kayo ay installment, paano malalaman ang balance? Meron tayong tinatawag na parent portal. You may want to enroll at the parent portal so that you can check the balance and the statement of account of your children enrolled at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Yung computation po ng tuition fee, please contact us via these numbers, Smart and Globe, or email us so that we can give you the figures for the tuition fee on the program that your son or daughter is applying. Ayan. So, welcome po, Ms. Rochelle. Ayan, nag-email si Ma'am Rochelle. Thank you very much. Ayan. Is it still the same requirements for transferees? Yes. Iba lang kayo ng schedule for enrollment. Ayan. So, para din tayo magkakaharap, except that you are chatting in your questions and we are answering it live. That's how on-learning works through the use of MCL's learning management system, Blackboard Learn. So, ginagamit po ngayon natin yung Blackboard Collaborate, which is a bundled application, a bundled feature of Blackboard Learn. So, yung mga online classes, online lectures, nagagawa po yan through Blackboard Learn. So, real time yan para din tayong nasa loob ng classroom. So, meron ba tayong nalampasan pa na questions? Will the miscellaneous fees be removed or discounted for the next semester? For example, my child who is taking up chemical engineering right now in your school, for the coming semester po, miscellaneous fees, pero yun lang po hindi magagamit. Take note po that the structure of our miscellaneous fees is basically naka-breakdown po siya depende sa iba't ibang expenses. So yung mga hindi magagamit na components, definitely po dinidiscount or nire-refund o ina-apply sa susunod na semester. Pero yung mga items po na magagamit naman, such as IT infrastructure, English language, mga rin po na instructional programs, yan po ay na-charge accordingly. Okay?
Sir, question.
Maximum, yes.
Kailangan pa po ba ng ESC certificate for the voucher para sa incoming grade 11?
Yes po. If your daughter, if your son is a graduate of an ESC accredited institution, kayo po ay automatic voucher recipient. Pero paano po namin yun malalaman? Kailangan po namin ng certification from the junior high school na ang inyong anak ay ESC grantee. So, pwede niyo po yung ipadala via course message so that we can validate the discount. Okay po? So, ipadala niyo po yan, yung ESC certificate na yan from the previous school. Take note, dalawang grupo po ng mga applicants yung tinatawag na automatic voucher recipients. Number one, those who are graduates of public schools, automatic po yan, hindi na kailangan mag-apply for voucher. And those who are graduates of an ESC, accredited institution, at kung yung bata po ay ESC grantee, automatic voucher recipients po. Kung graduate ng public school, no need for certification. Pero kung graduate po ng ESC granting institution, kailangan po namin ang certification from the previous school. Another one po, Rochelle, number po ng Malaya na nasa screen, pwede naman po ba akong magtanong doon ng information na kailangan namin like tuition fees and grades. Take note, ang pinupost po namin number, yung nakikita nyo sa screen, ay para sa new students. So pag ang concern nyo po ay tuition fee, grades, and ibang concerns about new students, pwede po, masasagot po namin yan. Pero kung current student po yan, depende po kung ano yung concern ninyo. Pwedeng sa college, pwedeng sa senior high school, pwedeng sa registrar, pwedeng sa treasury. Next week po, we will be releasing another advisory on the contact numbers of the frontline offices of MCL. That's for old students, registrar, treasury, and the colleges. Please stay tuned po. Yan.
Sir, any specs requirement if we buy new laptop?
Ayan, Mian, we can share the specifications of our laptop, the laptops that we are recommending. May concern si Julian. I submitted my ESC certificate via course message. They accepted it and told me that they will include it in the file or records. Yeah, noted. Tama po. Tama, Julian. Ayan. Kindly advise how can I proceed to tourism management course? Shall I need to pay tuition fee first? Ito po ba ay new student? Kasi wala po kinalaman yung pagpili ng program sa pagbabayad. Talagang mauuna po kayong pumili ng program. So if you are applying for tourism management, pag nakapag-decide na po kayo at saka lang kayo mag-enroll, saka lang kayo magbabayad. For college transferees, how can we know po if we are accepted po sa program? Again, we will notify you. Mag-submit na ng email sa amin. We will get the requirements from you. And for sure, hindi po namin yan gagawing secret. Kasi gusto namin ng mga estudyante. So that will not be a secret. We will inform you that you are accepted. If you are not accepted, we will also inform you. Ayan. Pwede po pa-repeat ng viewpoints. Naku, ang haba po nun. Pa-repeat regarding sa payment ng tuition. Alin po dito? Are we talking about the off-site payment channels? We have RCBC online and RCBC over the counter. Again, that should be bills payment. Bills payment, not deposit, if that is through RCBC, online banking, and over the counter. We also accept payments, rather we are also encouraging payments made via M. Luwilier and Cebuana Luwilier and also via PayMaya. Ayan. Ito po ang hinihingi na laptop specs. For engineering, please note po, these are standard specifications. Nasa gitna po ito kasi meron pang i3, Core i3. We are recommending Core i5 or higher. Memory of at least 8 gig. Better kung may provision for expansion. Storage of at least 500 gig. Graphic card of at least 2 gig if built-in and 8 gig for dedicated. Accessories, webcam, microphone, headset. Palagay ko lahat po ng laptop ngayon meron na yan because of we will be needing this for online learning. Webcam, microphone, and headset. For engineering and architecture, gagamitin nila yung AutoCAD. Yung Revit, AutoCAD, Adobe Photoshop, and SketchUp, yan yung mga ginagamit ng architecture. Take note, parehas lang po sila ng recommended specifications. Sir, paano kung ordinary lang na computer, hindi naman gagamitin sa pagre-render, hindi naman gagamitin sa technical courses, yan po, Core i5, 8 gig provision for expansion, yung capability for online classes, almost the same. Nagkakatalo lang po sa software. Medyo mataas lang din po ang Sir, can you please type in here those laptop specifications? Hindi po ba nakikita yung share screen? Nung specifications. Anyway, ito po ay recorded. We will be sharing the recording so that you can go back to the recording and check the specifications in graphics po. Video po ang format nito. Ito po. Yung nagtatanong for general lang, senior high school. Halos ganyan din po, tatanggalin nyo lang yung mataas na memory. Kasi ito for multimedia arts, BA communication, and ICT strand, ang kailangan niya ay Core i5 na 9th generation. Memory of 8 gig, mataas na graphic card and storage. So kung senior high school po ang pinag-uusapan, pwede na tayo ng Core i3. Core i3, 4 gig memory, 2 gig graphic card, at least 320 na storage. Ayan po yung pinakamababang available sa market na pwede na natin gamitin for online learning. Pero kung kaya po natin, kasi po ang diferensya lang minsan ng Core i3 sa Core i5 ay napakaliit na halaga lang. So kung kaya po natin na mag-Core i5 na, we are recommending Core na po for other needs and other academic requirements of the students. Yan. Puro tuition fee po mga tanong ko, okay lang po. Late din ako nag-online, kaya ang pinakamaganda po dyan ay pakitawagan kaming mga numbers, Rochelle, so that we can call you and our admissions team members will be happy to answer all questions about open admissions and remote enrollment. Ayan. No problem po, Ms. Wilma. Thank you very much then for joining. Ayan. So meron pa po tayong concerns? Meron po tayong pahabol na questions? Kung may pahabol po na questions, Des, if you can give us a call or text us so that we can call and we will be happy to discuss your specific concerns. Ayan. If we pay through Cebuana, please provide NCL account number. Hindi po kailangan ng account number sa Cebuana Luwilier, Christopher. Ang kailangan ng Cebuana Luwilier ay student number at complete name ng bata. Okay? So, hindi kailangan ng account number ng MCL. Ang kailangan ay student number ng bata at yung complete name ng bata. Which, if you are already accessing Blackboard Learn, you are already informed about your student number. Ayan. Paano po kaya pag PayMaya? Ganun pa din. Yan, pag nakapag-PayMaya na kayo, kapag nakapag-Blackboard Learn na kayo, sending of requirements. Sir Rochelle, thank you very much for joining. Again, about PayMaya, once you already receive your GSA, Generated Schedule and Assessment, you may now enter the 1MCL, and at 1MCL, meron dong PayMaya icon, merong option doon to pay via PayMaya, and you can complete the transaction from 1MCL. That is only for PayMaya. For RCBC online banking, nasa labas po yun, hiwalay po yun. RCBC internet banking, bills payment, and you will see Malayan Colleges Laguna as one of the billers in RCBC internet banking. Yung Cebuana Luwilier and M. Luwilier, over the counter lang po yan, pupunta kayo doon to pay in cash sa Cebuana Luwilier and M. Luwilier, which I think is more convenient. If you are from Calamba, Santa Rosa, Binyan, kesa pumunta kayo ng Malayan Colleges Laguna, may madadaanan kayo na Cebuana Luwilier, M. Luwilier, or RCBC. So napakadali po. Actually, kung taga-Kabuyaw kayo, mas madali pa rin minsan, maliban na lang kung ang bahay ninyo ay katabi ng MCL, na mas madaling pumunta dito kaysa maghanap ng Luwilier o kaya ng RCBC. Yeah. So student number po ba ang binigay sa BBL? Yes. Student number is the one required to access Blackboard Learn. Okay? I think that's it. Do we have pending questions, Syra?
Sir, for college transferees, how can we know if we are accepted po sa program that we are going to take?
That's what for?
For college transferees po.
Sabi yan kanina, di ba sabi ko hindi natin yan isi-secret, please email us, we can give you the set of requirements, send the requirements to us, and we will inform the student of the result. So pwede po ba mag-transact ng payment sa MCL? Kasi San Isidro lang po ako. Close po tayo ngayon because of the GCQ, sorry. Kung taga San Isidro po, hindi ako nagkakamali, may Luwilier dyan. O kaya po dito sa may Banay-Banay, meron ding Luwilier malapit sa 7-Eleven, malapit sa Katapatan, meron dong Cebuana Luwilier. Yan. So isang sakay po ng jeep yun. Kaya sa dalawa pa kung pupunta ng MCL na kailangan mag-tricycle. Yan. Pasensya na po. Nandito lang po kami sa MCL for Viewpoints. All other offices are currently closed because of the general community quarantine. No problem po. Thank you din po for attending. The reason why we are organizing Viewpoints is because we want to clarify everything. And you are all always welcome po to join the next series of Viewpoints. We will be here to answer your inquiries so that we can, nakita nyo sa screen ninyo, surpassing the limits of the new normal. This is the new normal. Everything is remote. Everything is electronic. Even learning must be re-engineered so that we can have better results. So thank you very much po for joining us. Welcome po kayo to join in the next series of Viewpoints. Our contact numbers are flashed on the screen. Please feel free to get in touch with us so that we can answer all your concerns about open admissions and remote enrollment. So on behalf of our President, Dr. Rinaldo Bibea, our administrators, faculty members, employees, and our admissions team, maraming salamat po. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, and ingat po tayong lahat.